Yo everyone, I'm back. This is going to be a bit of a more light-hearted video because like I just can't be arsed being deep tonight. I'm just not in the mood, bro. Like I feel alright, you know what I mean? Like I'm okay. So I just want to talk about sharks because I fucking love sharks. You do not understand the love I have in my heart for those little fish, man. Just everything about them, man. They're just sick, aren't they, when you think about it? And my biggest hot take about sharks is it's actually dolphins that you've got to watch out for, not sharks. Jaws did irreparable damage to the shark community. It's ruined them for life. It's the reason people are terrified of them, because when you really deep it, sharks aren't clever. They're just fucking there. They just eat in the ocean. They're just like eating shit. You know what I mean? They're just there. I liken sharks to wolves. I think if humans were aquatic, I think we would have domesticated sharks the same way we've got dogs now. Like we just have like little mini sharks just with us chilling, you know what I mean? Because that makes the most sense to me. It's a world I'd like to live in. I'd like to have a pet shark. I've always wanted like a big, you know, like if I say I was like an evil villain or something, I'd have like a shark in the floor, swimming around in a circle. But yeah, dolphins you need to watch out for, man, because they're clever. They're really clever, and it's kind of scary how clever they are, because like they can communicate with people, like not like, you know, they go whatever, like that's not what I'm talking about. Like they understand things, you know what I mean? And that's kind of scary to me. There's a lot of shit. You know what? This isn't even going to be about sharks. I've changed my mind mid video. Fuck the script. I just want to talk about the ocean. The ocean's so fascinating. Water is so cool, bro. There's so many interesting things in the ocean, like sharks. My favourite sharks are mako sharks. If you don't know about mako sharks, they're the fastest sharks. They're really cool, sort of clueless. They just swim around dead fast. I just think that's cool. I like it. I fuck with it. Is what it is. But like dolphins, like dolphins are rapists, and I don't know how I can sort of like dolphins try and molest people. They've got really long, rubbery willies. This is a crazy video, by the way. This is insane already. But like, yeah, there's been multiple cases of them trying to like, you know, SA women, even men. I guess they fall in love with humans sometimes, which is strange, because they've got that capacity to like fall like in love, and they also like do things out of spite. Like, do you know, they like on purpose they'll like make a puffer fish puff up so they can get high off it, and then like just treat them like a fucking footy. I think that's insane. I don't like dolphins. They scare me. Have you seen how they kill sharks? They just ram into them, like into the gills, so they can't breathe, and then just like let them just suffocate, basically. It's horrific. Sharks don't deserve that. Dolphins are evil. Dolphins you need to watch out for, because I think the next dominant species, with the way climate change is going, with the way the planet's going, I think the next dominant species is going to be an aquatic species. So I think you're looking at like dolphins. Killer whales are dolphins. They're not actually whales, but I'm just going to say killer whales because they are a serious threat to humanity. They understand revenge. They know hate. That's terrifying. They take down boats because they remember the boat and it's like, that cunt tried to hurt me, so let's go and fucking batter them. That's scary. They're so clever. Like they just taught like the evil. I think there's not a lot of creatures on land that I believe are smart enough, apart from people and cats, that have the capacity to be evil. You know, like they just sort of do things because that's just like nature, you know what I mean? But like cats like play with the food, and like people are evil. We all know people are evil. We've all been here before. Ted Bundy, big shout out. I don't know why I'm shouting out Ted Bundy. That's not the kind of person I want to associate myself with. But yeah, no, I think in the ocean you've got like dolphins are smart enough to be evil. Killer whales are smart enough to be evil. Octopi are smart enough to be evil. And there's probably other shit that we don't know about, by the way. I seen a video of an 18-foot long fish that we have never discovered before, just chilling in the ocean. And I was like, that's insane. It's 18 foot long. What do you mean we've never discovered it before? The ocean's terrifying, and it's full of so many interesting things. I want to take some time to talk about some of my favourite ocean creatures in cephalopods, because cephalopods, like squid and octopi, mate, incredible. Did you know that octopi are capable of feeling rage. So like sometimes they'll punch a fish just out of spite because like, I need to expel this energy. You know what I mean? Like, I need to put this out there. They use armor. They can camouflage. The bodies, they've got like no bones. So like the bodies, I think the only bone they've got in the body is the beak. So like they can squeeze through like any gap that the beak can go through, which is crazy. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but apparently, theoretically, an octopus could go up your ass and come out your mouth with no issue. That's scary. I wouldn't want that to happen to me, but like, you ever remember like all the stories about the octopi, like figuring out how to escape the aquariums and shit, and just going around and just walking around and looking at all the other fish like, wow, it's mad. Octopi are seriously clever. I can see them inheriting the earth one day, and the craziest thing about them is 98% of their DNA cannot be traced to anything else on this planet. Do you know how insane that is? They are aliens. We've been looking for aliens up there, bro, but let me tell you, they're in the ocean. They're in the ocean. Like, there's nothing else on the planet that looks like an octopus, that behaves like an octopus, apart from people. And we don't even necessarily behave like octopi because they have different things going on. They live in a different world. They can walk on their feet, like on their hands. They can swim. They're kind of crazy. I just fuck with them really hard. I think they're like top 10 animal for me personally. I watched the documentary. You need to watch it if you haven't watched it. It's called My Octopus Teacher, and it's about this fella, and his like backyard's the ocean, so he just goes scuba diving every day. But then he meets this, like, it's real, he meets an octopus and like decides to go back and check on the octopus every day until it, like, you know, the end of the documentary. And it's really good. It's really good. You need to watch it. It's so interesting. Octopus is so cool, so interesting. But I think they're aliens. I think what's happened is either they are just aliens that are on Earth, I don't know, or an asteroid has crashed into Earth, into the oceans at some point, and the bacteria, or like the, you know, whatever's been on that asteroid has sort of come off, mixed in with the bacteria in Earth and stuff, and made octopi, because that's just how everything starts. Everyone's got to start from bacteria and cells and shit like that. I just think it's dead interesting. I think if you haven't done your research on octopi, you should. But also, speaking about the ocean, prehistoric oceans with Scotty as well. You think they're bad now? You had like Megalodon, Dunkleosteus, the mosasaurs, plesiosaurs, crocodiles that just lived in the ocean because fuck you, why not? You know what I mean? Even like Spinos, do you reckon Spinosaurus lived in like the, you know, like, do you reckon they could go out to sea and shit like that? It's just crazy. There's a Spinosaurus video coming, you know there is, because Laura here at Spino, man, it's just a big crocodile. I fuck with crocodiles so hard, I've got to make a video about it. But yeah, do you reckon they could go out to sea? You had like giant octopi and shit anyway, and that's the scariest part, because it's fossils that we've discovered. Not everything fossilises. I probably won't fossilise. Spiders don't fossilise as well. By the way, this is a separate point. Spiders don't fossilise because the exoskeleton. So we've got like fossils of, oh, this spider's like pretty big. We'll never know because they don't fossilise. A lot of things just don't fossilise because they're not built that way. It's only things with bones really that fossilise. If you haven't got bones, you don't fossilise, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. But like, even back then, like, yeah, you know, have you seen, I was saying have you seen, but yeah, you've seen Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, you know, the woman who gets eaten when she gets picked up by the pterodactyl. That's what a mosasaur is, bro. They just lived there. They were just there. Loads of them. Do you not think that's terrifying? Like, imagine you just, don't know, driving a boat and you're like, oh my god, it's a mosasaur just off the side. What are you going to do in that situation? You see a shark, you're like, ah, sick, it's a shark. It's not going to do anything to me, it's just there, I can see it, it's cool. A mosasaur could probably bite your boat in half if it wanted to. It could probably climb onto your boat. The size of them, they were like whales. You know what I mean? Like, they were terrifying. They were just teeth and flippers. And even like plesiosaurs, do you reckon most of the lake monsters in the world, or like the sea monsters and stuff, are just plesiosaurs that do they reckon like survived the mass extinction event. I don't buy it. It would be cool, but like, it would be cool, but I just don't buy it because I just think we would have more evidence. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't know. Like, it's just not. I don't know. But like, oceans have always been cool, and they've always been terrifying, and that's the best part about them. Like, you know, jellyfish are immortal. What do you mean they're immortal? Like, they don't have cells, so they don't age. Well, they don't have organs or something like that, so they don't age, so they're just technically immortal, which is just insane. But then they get eaten by turtles. The turtles have been around forever as well, though. They used to be massive, but they used to get eaten by a megalodon and like mosasaur. I just think water's scary. There's just something inherently terrifying about water. But like, so cool as well. Like, I like being by the water, it's very calming, but like, do not put me in the ocean, you know. Eels are cool. I fuck with eels. Eels are kind of cool. But they need to be bigger. I think if eels were bigger, I'd fuck with them more. You know, instead of being like that, if they were like massive, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool as fuck. But they're just too small to be cool. You know what I mean? Something's got to be big, I think, for it to be cool. Like, animal-wise, something's got to be big for it to be cool. It's like, yeah, that's sick. Like a tiger. If a tiger was like that big, everyone would be like, oh, be arsed. It's just a cat. But because they're massive, everyone's like, yeah, they're sick. And then, you know, people get tattoos of them and shit. Not my forte, but whatever. People get tattoos of roses on the back of their hand. We all know the type. Yeah, no, yeah, oceans are just so cool. There was the Western Interior Seaway, which was like in between America. There used to just be water, and like that's where most of these fucked up dinosaurs inhabited. It was like, they reckon it's one of the most dangerous oceans of all time, just because of the sheer amount of horrific shit that was in there. Like, as I said, mosasaurs, massive sharks. Even on like the banks and stuff, you'd have like Deinosuchus, which is like crocodiles that ate dinosaurs. Can you imagine how big they were? Can you imagine? It doesn't bear thinking about. If I had a time machine, I'd go back and I'd see the dinosaurs. That's all I'd do. And I know people say like, oh, I'd kill baby Hitler, but like, asked. You know what I mean? Fucking, we got past it. We're past that, you know what I mean? We're not past dinosaurs. We'll never be past dinosaurs. I just want them to, like, I just want to see one in real life. Even just like, I like the water ones, I do. They're just so cool. I used to, when I stayed with my mum, I used to have like me walls painted with dinosaurs, and I had like a Spinosaurus, and it wasn't a lore accurate Spino because we didn't know at the time. It was just the Jurassic Park 3 Spino, but I had like that and like the T-Rex, and then I had like a Mosasaur beneath it in the water, and I had like all different types of like actual marine life. I love dinosaurs, bro. I don't think anyone gets it. Well, people do get it, but like, I don't know, there's just something so special about them, to me personally. They're so cool. And I've been getting back into them recently, and I think it's like the best thing I've ever done, because, do you know what a coelacanth is? So, I've seen one in real life, but they thought they went extinct until they just found them. How do you just find them? What else are they hiding from us? I think vampires are real. You know what, I'm going to end this video here actually, because I want to make another one, because while I've been talking, there's lots of ideas flowing through my head, so I'm going to end this here. I'm going to make another one, and I'm probably just going to double upload, because why not? I can do whatever I want. It's my channel. Who's asked? I don't even get views. Anyway, catch us later. See ya. Bye.